Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and remember that She-Hulk show that was on Disney Plus? I could forget. Um, but the actress who played She-Hulk, Tatiana Maslany, has called out Bob Iger. So for being out of touch, completely out of touch. Let's give this a read, shall we? She-Hulk attorney at law star Tatiana Maslany has lashed out at Disney CEO Bob Iger following his comments about Hollywood's ongoing strike action just prior to members of the Screen Actors Guild joining the Writers Guild of America on the picket lines. Iger conducted a televised interview in which he declared the union's respective demands were just not realistic. The Disney CEO, who reportedly commands an annual paycheck of worth of 27 millions, was quickly condemned for his comments by a range of pundits, including Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Anson Mount, and even Walt Disney's own great-grandniece, Abigail Disney. Maslany, who helmed the Disney Plus series She-Hulk Attorney at Law, is now one of the latest to add her voice to Iger's list of outspoken critics. Speaking that, the Hollywood Reporter wills on the picket lines in New York. The Emmy Award-winning actress describes her Disney boss as completely out of touch with those responsible for making his company content. So, here's her exact quotes. I think he's completely out of touch. He's completely out of touch with the workers who make his shows happen, who make people watch these shows, who bring viewers to him and him money. Having worked on a Disney show, I know where people will fall through the cracks and where people are taken advantage of, and it's outrageous the amount of wealth that is not shared. The people who actually make the show, the crew, cast, and writers. So, what Hollywood strikes means for the MCU? For those few of you who doesn't know what the MCU stands for, it stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe. So since Disney first bought Marvel for $4 billion in 2009, the brand has gone on to deliver the company on a string of box office hits and firmly cemented its place as one of the most profitable IPs of all time. With the success of the MCU, now the standard against which all other big budget franchises are judged, there are likely a great deal of internal concerns about what impact protracted strikes actions may have on the property. Even during the height of the coronavirus pandemic, Marvel Studios were eventually able to find ways to continue productions like Thor: Love and Thunder, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. However, with both the writers and actors are now united on the picket lines, progress on future projects like Deadpool 3 and the Disney Plus Daredevil Born Again series has now come to a halt. If the studios and unions cannot find a way to resolve their disputes in a timely fashion, it's possible that Marvel Studios may soon be facing a death of content far beyond the kind of disruptions experienced during COVID-19. Already the MCU is struggling to market upcoming releases like the Marvels without the benefit of its leading stars. But unless the ongoing strikes come to an end, there will quickly become a time where there will be nothing left for them to market. While Marvel boss Kevin Feige has been keen for a swift resolution, the very same MCU mercenary that She-Hulk, Attorney Law pokes fun at, can only restart its CEO like Iger return to the negotiation table. No negotiation table, sorry. Otherwise, the immediate future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe will continue to dim alongside many other major Hollywood properties. I think it's like said, at least the current MCU. I think its moment in the sun has unfortunately passed. Like, and it sort of ended with Endgame. Sure, we got like good movies like Spider-Man No Way Home and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And I will say this, that I have enjoyed WandaVision for the most part and Hawkeye. Hawkeye mostly because of, or not mostly, but partially because of Haley Steinfeld, because I'm a huge fan of hers. But like, I think, like I said, the MCU's time had like in the limelight, the current one has gone already. And I don't know what like sticks or trees or wool that they're holding on to, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Point is, I think is the current MCU's time to end. Anyways, had a good run. It actually had a fantastic run, but if Marvel wants to like keep having an MCU, then it's time for a reboot. I also like get your shit together, because the current phase and the last phase has been mostly So please, if you Marvel Studios are wanting to have an MCU, please reboot. Best option, probably bring interest some fans that doesn't want to see any more of that current MCU to come back. Who knows? So that said, I do like. I'm not disagreeing with what Tatiana Maslany said. I think there's some truth to that. What she said, which I will read again her words. I think he's completely out of touch. He's completely out of touch with what workers who make his shows happen, who make people watch these shows, who brings viewers to him and his money. Having worked on a Disney Plus show, I know where people fall through the cracks and where people are taken advantage of, and it's outrageous the amount of wealth that is not shared with the people who actually make the show, the cast, the crew, and the writers. I think there's some truth to that, and if he doesn't get his shit together, then Bob Iger could like essentially ruin his own career. And not only ruin his own career, but not only ruin his own career, but also drive Disney into a ground where essentially Disney won't be a thing anymore. Disney will be a thing of the past. It will be just a distant memory. Sure, I'll choose to focus on the positive memories I have of Disney, but if Bob Iger keeps on the road that he's at, then Disney's just going to be a distant memory. And I don't want that. I want Disney to thrive, to be around when I become a grandparent, a great grandparent. I want Disney to be around for not just 100 years, but for 200 years, 300 years, 400 years, etc. But that would never happen if the execs in Disney has their heads so far in their asses and become greedy as well. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you fellow mutants later. Alright.